Testing. Okay. Hi. I was talking. I clearly have no sense of self-preservation, and this is exactly how I prove it. Hi everyone, my name is Kiara Fordell. I'm a Swan Ballerina VTuber. I hope you guys are having a good day. I see Nisria and I see Kumatora. Hi Nisria. Hi. Ahoy Kumatora. Welcome. If you have not given me a follow, make sure you give me a follow. Because if you really want me to do more content, please give me a follow. I love you. I love you too. And I'll give you this. I love you too. I love you. Yeah. So we are preferably, I don't know, hopefully not gonna do a long stream today, but I am going to try my best to do something today with you guys. So this is actually about my new content, and it's actually like, so remember how I said we are having new stuff? One thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend the first hour of tonight's stream doing react videos. So it involves a lot less talking, but I remember I was telling you guys about how you wanted to learn a bit more about ballet. And so I wanted to help you guys like learn a little bit more about ballet. So tonight we're actually gonna watch a bit of ballet. If you guys have any suggestions or of a ballet that you want me to review, I can always just you can always send the link to my Discord, and I will be checking that occasionally. So yes, please feel free to do so. Besides that, guys, this is the last stream of the week. I actually skipped out Thursday because I really was not feeling well. I'm gonna tell you that I don't know how I'm alive right now because I woke up at 8 a.m. today for Blood on the Clock Tower with my Elda and a bunch of other people. And then after Blood on the Clock Tower, I had D&D. I had barely any rest, and then I went straight to D&D for like 2 or 3 hours. And then after D&D, I went straight to LARPing. I was LARPing for about 3 hours just now. And then when I came back, I immediately started stream. So I don't know how I'm still alive. And tomorrow, I have another 8:30 a.m. stream with Mylda. We're doing Smash or Pass. So if you guys have not signed up for that, you guys have not put in your models for that, please feel free to put in your models for that one. Yeah, you guys are gonna love it. Guys, I hope you guys have a very nice time. Hopefully not gonna go on too long tonight. But for the most part, we are going to go on for a little bit of time. Hold on. But we're gonna be doing a react video, which will be turned into a long form content. My editor will play off the long form content after that. Okay, sorry, that reminds me, I forgot to put my stuff onto the, oh my god, I forgot to put my stuff. I forgot to put my stream pings onto my group spring pings, so that's causing an issue. It's okay. What? No. I'm not gonna say that unless you redeem something else. Obviously, if you want me to say that, you have to redeem. Yeah. You have to. I'm not gonna say that. Until you redeem. I'm not. Yeah. Let me just quickly send some stuff up. Okay, good. Okay, ask me anything. Okay, what do you want to ask me? What do you want to ask me, Kumatora? Kumatora, what do you want to ask me? Pope, hi! Hi, Maverick. How are you? So we were, so I was doing Blood on the Clock Tower. You are Tsundere? I am Tsundere! I am you don't mess with me because I'm gonna Tsundere you. I just woke up. Maverick, how? I'm so envious. I wish I could just wake up like that. I've been at this since 8 a.m. my time. I've been at this for like over 12 hours now. I'm like, I feel like I'm having a 16-hour workday today. Okay. So like, Blood on the Clock Tower today is fun. I got the imp, and then Mylda was like, dude, you are you like, I'm so sorry for this, and I'm like, it's fine, nobody's gonna suspect me. I woke up, it's okay. I woke up and it's completely okay. It's okay. So they said okay, and then after that, I was doing D&D. We were playing Young Justice D&D. So we were fighting off a thing, and we won. Yeah, so it was good. And then after that we had LARP. So the LARP was called, like, we were crows. We were crows, and then our job was to find the shinies. So we were looking for the shinies, and my shiny was a D20 that I was like, my story was the fact that I was like that crow that got domesticated because she went to a like, tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache, tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake, tell me why I never wanna see your face, I want it that way. Oh, okay, so yeah, so actually, so my story was that I was domesticated because I was like, I flew into a window one time, and then after that I sprained, like, my crow sprained their ankle, and then they got humans, you know, like they got like nursed back to health by humans. And once they got nursed back to health by humans, they started to, like, you know, poke around, be really cute and stuff like that. And so and then they got the attention of the humans that basically gave them everything that they wanted. So she thought she was the master of all the all the humans. So it was really funny to keep telling people, it's like, oh yeah, they gave me a D20 just because. Like, just because I asked them to. I showed interest and they just gave it to me, you know? Like, they just gave me shinies because. Yeah. And that's basically what's been going on. Like, that's basically what happened. It was actually really interesting because our goal was to find the representative of the shinies. Like, we were looking for a representative of crows, and I was just playing it off as if I did not care. I just wanted to be there. It was fun. I was going to cancel stream because I got back and then I was not feeling well, and my tooth was actually beginning to hurt. But it's okay. I was like, you know what? If I don't do it tonight, I'm never gonna do it. I'm gonna get lazy. I'm gonna be a lazy person. I don't want to be a lazy person, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna stream regardless of how I feel, cause you gotta push through the hard difficulties of things if you wanna be streamer, you know, like, so. Despite the fact that I was in pain, I was like, no, I'm just gonna pull down painkillers, and I'm just gonna stream regardless. That reminds me, I should have eaten my medicine. I completely forgot. Let me go eat my medicine, guys. Give me a moment. Let me go eat my medicine. I'm sorry, I forgot to eat my medicine. I was supposed to eat, like, my antibiotics, and then I just completely forgot to eat my antibiotics today. I guess that just happened. Okay, hold on. Chat. I will eat my antibiotics today. If not later, I don't get better, and it's not gonna do well. Yeah. Oh my gosh. How are you today, chat? I hope you guys are doing well. Mm. That was a big pill I had to swallow. That was a very big pill I had to swallow. And then now I just need one more pill, which is in part of my thing, and then I'm gonna eat my painkillers as well, so that I am not screaming in pain all throughout the stream. But yeah, in the meantime, while I'm doing this, chat, how are you? Red! Hi! How are you? Nilu Fordell? Oh, for the love of Pete, I'm not Nilu! Not Nilu. Cosplayed as her, but I'm not Nilu. Mixmaster E-Bag, hello. Sorry, give me a moment. I am eating my medication. How are you today? Are you a mixer? And please don't call me Nilu. Not Nilu. I'm just eating a medication because I completely forgot about it today, which is probably not the best idea when you are actually struggling with a wisdom tooth. Yeah, feel free. How are you guys today? I hope you guys are going good. Yeah, glad I was able to swing it. You're leaving? Okay. Okay, I'm alive. life. Okay, that was my entire medication. I'm actually running a bit late to help out my coffee corner. Ah, Maverick, you're always leaving me. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Good. What have you been doing today, guys? It's been a Sunday for most of you guys. Just woke up this morning. Woke up in the morning going 3 say. I'm joking. How is the morning? What are you guys having for breakfast? Nilu is not a singer. I've never seen Nilu sing, actually. I've never actually seen Nilu herself sing. So, yeah, just woke up this morning. What are you guys having for breakfast? And what do you guys plan to do this beautiful Sunday? I literally had what I have felt has been the longest Sunday of my life. Because I've been at this for like 14, 15 hours now. I think, since 8 a.m. So it will be 15 hours. It'll be 15 hours right now, and I'll be 16 hours by the time I'm done. It's been an interesting Sunday, and it's not gonna end till me and Imelda do Smash or Pass tomorrow on her channel. So we're not done yet. Yes. Might make eggs for my sister and maybe for me. Eggs? Okay. Chat. Big question, okay? How do you like your eggs? How do you like your eggs? It's an important question, okay? It's an important question. How do you like your eggs? Scrambled? Huh. Why? Hi, Kiara, been a while. Dukra, hi! How are you? Let me give you a wave. There we go. What? Why? You remembered! Hi! I try to remember everybody on my stream. I try. It gets a bit difficult to remember 1,500 people, but I do my best to try to remember everybody if I can. I sometimes will forget, and if I do forget, please always just remind me. Or like we met during blah and blah and blah stream. I will say though, sometimes I do meet some of you guys IRL, and then I'm just like, you're just like, Kiara, I'm like, I know you. Okay, I know you. I know you. I know you, but I don't know if I know you. How do I know you? And it's like, and then they're just like, oh, I know you from stream. I'm like, of course, I would have never seen your face then. Kiara, hi. Didn't recognize you at first, but then you recall you saying something about a new model last time. I said, yeah. Speaking of which, she goes, wait. Yeah. Bye, Maverick. Kiara, hi, Luna. The judgment, the prosecution, the disgust in the word scramble. Okay, I'm just gonna say this. Scrambled eggs have made me vomit before. Scrambled eggs have made me vomit before. That's why it's a little bit disgusting for me, because they have actually made me vomit before. At one point in my life, they've actually made me vomit. So that's the biggest thing about me and scrambled eggs. Like it's not that I disagree with people who like them, but they have made me personally vomit. So that's a slight problem. Like, that's a slight problem whenever push comes to shove. Yeah, Dukra, what have you been doing? What have you been up to? Okay, so we are going to okay, that should be the least vomit inducing one. Hold on, let me Google scrambled eggs. Here's the thing, that kind of induces vomit. Mine is just fully fried. You can cook those. Mine is just a fried egg. Mine is just a plaintively a fried egg. Like that's my thing. Like my thing is just a fried egg. Oh my gosh, my neck. Okay. Hold on a second. Sorry, I'm removing the background music a little bit. Okay. You can cook those the most, but it's like I have been through a neon light phase fixation, so I got from Dukra, I envy you. Like sunny side up. Yes, Red. Because I like the whenever I have eggs, I like the egg whites. I don't like the egg yolks. So I like to put it sunny side up, and then I get to remove the egg yolk, and then I eat the egg whites. Yeah, that's what I do. Dukra, I'm just gonna say this right now. I am suddenly wishing that I could have a really neon light fixation because I have epilepsy. I struggle with epilepsy, so if I try to go into like, if I try to get any lights whatsoever that are not the rest of my lights, I will actually die. Like I will actually struggle with like neon lights in general, or any lights in general. Like you know when you drive at night, you'd struggle with regular lights. Like if you like when you see like the headlights of the car in front of you, you struggle with the lights. That's me. Yeah, I struggle to not pass out when I see those lights. So I rarely want to drive at night, and two, I will rarely go out at night because of the fact that I am epileptic. So I have to be very careful. Does it trigger a stagnant in bright colors? Yes, unfortunately. As long as the color is like not white, I will it will trigger. Oof. Yeah. Currently I'm mixing up a football warm-up music mix. Yeah, music mix. I already have rock version. Let's go. Wait. What's that? Is it like when's the ball game? Sorry, I don't know anything about football. That's really rough. That is really rough. I try not to. I will say I'm trying not to. It's not a bad thing sometimes for me because it's just accommodating and making sure that I don't put myself in a position where there are really glaring lights. But it's not the easiest thing. I will just say that right now. I do try. That's not. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So here's the part where I'm gonna be like, chat. Football or soccer? Because in my country we call football soccer. Like we don't call football football. We call football soccer, and then for the football that's in America we call it American football. Because it's just different. Like okay, I'm gonna get every American in chat coming after me. How's it football if you don't play it with your foot? I'm joking. Please don't come after me. Please do not come after me. That's really rough. It's not. It's really not. You just make accommodations. Like, it's a dumb name. American football. We just had week 1 of the regular season. Do you play football? Do you play football? I'm officially curious. Okay. So we're gonna go into our regularly scheduled stuff because I don't really wanna, like, I don't. It's not that I don't want to stream a long time. It's just that I'm really sick, and I don't really want to push myself. I don't really follow sports all that much, so that it doesn't bother me. Ardrox. Hi, Kiara. Hi. How do I spell it? How do I pronounce your name? Drox. Do I call you just Drox? You're not, and of course you're not gonna listen to okay. Do not rest. What do you mean? Okay, do not rest. What do you mean? Okay, do not rest. How are you, Ardrox? By the way, I'm just gonna mix Ardrox. First time chatters. If you guys have not followed me yet, make sure to follow me on my channel so that you guys can get the latest updates on when I go live. So I do go live, or actually usually earlier. I try to go live earlier. Interesting that you love somewhere they call it American football instead call it soccer. Yeah. No. Do I call it like? Can you teach me how to pronounce it? Can you teach me how to pronounce it? Played 9 years up to my senior year of high school. Why did you quit? Live. No, I told you to rest, but then you go and stream. Okay. I'm sorry. I just needed to stream, okay? I needed to stream because I realized that if I don't stream today, I will die. I will die. Better than anyways, I hope you're having a good day and hi. Hello. If I vomit sometime during this stream, please don't kill me. Like if you hear like lurching and vomiting sometime during the stream, please don't kill me. Adro X. So Adro X. Hold on. Is there a nickname? Can I just call you Drox? At this point? Please, can I just call you Drox? I can't pronounce it. Adro X is very, what a mouthful. Can I just call you Drox, or what we call you Jojo? Does that work? Okay. Don't worry, I'll catch it. I hope you get that. Okay, you can. Thank you. If brightness is an issue, it's worth mentioning one advantage. It's not so much the brightness, it's the color. So I like to have a room brightly lit, just because. With epilepsy, as long as the colors are not anything but white, it hurts. So, LOL. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do some reacting of dance videos for today. Then went to trade school. What are you learning though? Like we're gonna do some that's even more rough. Yeah, it really is. Warm white or cold white? It's cold white. It's frustrating. For God's sakes, I'm gonna call you Drox. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna call you Drox. How are you today, Drox? Okay, so if you guys if there's something that you want me to comment on, please feel free to send me a link in my media channel on what you want me to watch in terms of dance. For now, I will say I'm not how to say this? I will not comment on kids' dancing. I have a strict rule here about commenting on kids' dancing, because they already do their best. You cannot say that they need to do better or blah 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 blah, because kids, they're still learning, they're still doing their best. I will only ever comment on professionals or like the genie. So hold on a second. Okay, haven't seen you on co-stream no more. Why does everybody come in to tell me that? Here's the thing. I've been in a wisdom tooth extraction. I recently got a wisdom tooth extraction this entire week. I could barely function. Besides sleeping and waking up for the first like 3 days, I was just in and out. That was as far as that was the extent of what I did, and I was in pain. I did see co-streaming, but I didn't have time to actually go in, because honestly I was trying to like Kiara, you gotta figure out how to stream, because you really gotta figure out how to stream despite the fact that you're ill as all things this week. Like you can be ill and stuff like that, but you have to be streaming. So I'm like trying to tell myself that I should stream. It's been a bit of a rough week. It's been a bit of a rough week. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's been a bit of a rough week. Please do not kill me if I'm not at my friends' channels, because I've been really tired. I've been really struggling with the wisdom tooth surgeries and like just pain in general. So we'll see in the next week if I'm feeling better, because I feel like after the surgery right now, even right now, I'm talking like with a lisp. So that's a bit of an issue because I'm still in pain. Okay, I'm not a huge fan of cold white. Warm white is way easier on the eyes, and also, what's the word? Inviting, welcoming. I could be either cold or warm, actually. It doesn't really matter as long as it's white. Graduated in industrial electronics, and I've been working for the last 5 years. Max, this is where you're gonna laugh at me and tell me, and I'm gonna tell you that me in electronics, I struggled so hard in electronics. I was struggling like. Yeah, like I did touch electronics at one point in my life, and things exploded. Things had steam coming out of them. It was not great. I got a few of my tooth fixed today. 10 of them infected to a primary level. Got 2 of them putted. Oh god. At least you didn't get any of them extracted. Extraction is just painful. Okay. So let's see. So let's take a look at some of the dances that we see. So one thing is that there might be a time when I really want to watch the full ballet, but is there any requests, guys? Is there any requests of things that you guys want me to watch, like any specific variations or anything that you want me to comment on? It can be or anything specific that you guys want to learn about dance or ballet in general. So I'm like just going through my list. So let me know like what if there's anything that you guys want to learn about ballet, and I'm gonna do my best to explain it to you. And we're gonna watch a couple of videos on that. It can be mostly I just try to do mostly ballet because that's where my field of expertise go. So I'm trying to focus on like mostly ballet. I do respect those that tried at least once. Yes. The doctor went, oh, see, Asufa is normally in my age. Nobody gets this. I'm officially curious as to how old you are, Hardrox. I could comment a little bit on contemporary, but yeah, that's the biggest thing. Okay. So yeah, guys, do you have any requests or anything that you guys want me to watch? If not, we're actually just gonna watch this, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about the history of it. So, hold on a second. I hope you guys can hear. Mystic Paradox VT, hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. Hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out how to get the... Okay, there we go. So we're gonna comment a little bit about... We're gonna watch a little bit. Thank you for the follow. Oh my gosh, are you a VTuber yourself? Are you a VTuber yourself? Okay, let's watch a little bit and then let's comment a little bit about it. Feel free to give your comments, or if you want to learn more a little bit about how ballet works, please feel free to ask your questions, and I'll do my best to answer them. Okay, I'll do my best. Yeah. So let's watch this one. Oh wait. Okay, so actually something about this variation. This is called Dance of the Cygnets. It's from the Royal Ballet and Opera. By the way, oh yeah, welcome back, Jukra. And actually, interesting fact about this particular one. I will say, I will say I'm mostly focusing on ballet because this is what I want to do for content. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch a 2.5 hour Minecraft movie just to react to it. Right now, we're focusing on like a couple of minutes. Yeah, and focus on mostly ballet because this is my niche and this is where I can talk to you a little bit about it. So, fun fact about this: this is actually called the Dance of the Cygnets, and it is the actual one of the first dances you learn in terms of when you are a small ballerina. When you are a baby ballerina, this is actually one of the first dances you will learn. And what makes this really difficult is this part. It's the fact that you are attached to 4 people and you're going to have to figure out how to dance with at the same timing. Like, you're actually gonna have to figure out how to dance at the same timing as like 3 other people while you are holding hands. Because if you mess up one step, you're doomed. I've done this so many times with a couple of my classmates, and we almost always just mess up because you need to be so on the dot in terms of music. It's very rough when you actually comes to it, but usually this is actually done by like when in sometimes ballet concerts, this is actually done by little kids. And actually, it's one of the most difficult one of the like earliest ones you learn, and yet one of the more difficult ones you learn. Sponsored, hi Iris. I only took a low ballet when I played football. It's okay. It's okay. Just listen and learn. And if you have any questions, like this is a little bit more educational from my usual content, and I hope that you guys would want to learn a little bit more because I, like with me being a ballet VTuber, like I'm just showing this time, like just showing this, me being a ballerina VTuber. I wanna introduce you guys to the world of dance a little bit more. In terms of how like dance oftentimes it seems like most of the times if you mess up you'd fall. I wouldn't say you fall, but you might get really scolded. I'm just gonna say you might get really scolded because occasionally, depending on which step you do, you could absolutely fall. Like the part where they did this. Hold on. Hold on. This part. So the part where they did this, like this part, like when they jump. Hold on. Yeah, this part. When they jump, you will absolutely fall. If one person is jumping down, one person is jumping up, one person is jumping down, one person is jumping up, you would absolutely fall flat on your face. In fact, um, usually for baby ballerinas, this is done on demi point, which is half of point. But because they're full on ballerinas, they're doing this on full point, and that is one of the biggest things that you will see. I would say one of the more difficult steps is actually this one that we see here because when they jump like this, hold on, let me show you. Let me show you. Let me get to the part. Yeah, hold on. ちょっと待って. Hold on, let me try and figure out. Oh, this part. Okay. So this part when they jump and then come up, and then they do this like a couple times, and I feel like this is one of the more difficult stats because look at their feet. If you look at their feet really closely, they beat a couple of times, and then when they beat, this is not an easy step. I'm not sure, I can't remember what the full step is, but if you are beating like this, it actually does take a fair bit. You need to jump high enough that your feet can beat back and forth, and then you need to come down in a straight position. Because if you don't come down in a straight position, you're gonna mess up your friends, but also you're actually gonna mess up yourself because your next step, like in most ballets, one step flows after the other. And with one step flowing after the other like this, you actually need to pay a lot of attention to like when you come up, when you like stand up, when you come down, when you're jumping, when you're whatever movement you're doing. The other one that I would say is a little bit on the difficult side is this one. So this is the part where it's like this one. So because they would actually have to make sure that they hit it together. I would say, in terms of variation difficulty, this is maybe on a scale of 1 to 10, it's on a 5 because it is actually difficult, but it's not like it doesn't involve ridiculously difficult steps, or it doesn't really involve like feats of like flexibility. It doesn't involve feats of flexibility. And that's the biggest part of it, flexibility or fast movements or just any like, and the beats are almost always the same. So you just gotta memorize your steps, and you just gotta memorize like doing it with your friends, and as long as you can do that, you are basically good to go. If you can't, then that's a problem. Yeah, if you guys have any questions on this, feel free to ask. Like if you're like curious about why they're on point and stuff like that, please do ask. I'm really passionate about ballet. I'm really passionate about all this. So I really love that. How similar is ballet from ice skating? Okay, not at all, actually. This is what I'm going to tell you, not at all. So ballet involves, like, the shoes are different. They use these shoes. Like, so they use these shoes, which are called point shoes. It involves you pointing your foot, which ice skaters, when you're in a boot, you cannot point your foot, even though they do show like the angle, and the way that they learn it allows them to point their foot, like shows you an angle where they point their foot. It's actually very rare that figure skaters point their foot. Whereas ballerinas, we're basically pointing our foot. We're basically spending our entire lives pointing our foot. That's the one thing. The other thing is the balance. Now, ballet and ice skating both have their various difficulties when it comes down to it. Ballet is actually when you're on like point. Let me show you a little bit like this. You're standing on this tiny little platform here. This tiny little platform is where your entire body weight is currently on, and if you mess up your point of gravity, that's it. You're screwed. The only dance I can do is Russian squat. Actually, ballet has that too. Hi, Cypri. The other thing, and then when you're figure skating, you're on a blade, which has its own slight issues. Like it has its own issues as well. You have a lot of difficulty as well, but it's like they are difficult. It is various levels of difficulty. I'll tell you that as a ballerina who has ice skated, I flop on ice skating. When I'm on an ice skates, I'm just like flopping and flailing all around. It's a whole different level of like figuring out muscles. Your muscles are all completely different. Your center of gravity is completely different. You are in a boot that has no ability to let you point. And I'm sitting here going, how am I pointing? What is this? Like, it is the two are varying levels of difficulty, and they do take their own various years to master. I would say there are similarities in the sense that they both each embody gracefulness, but they don't necessarily they're not the same thing. Figure skating is more known as a sport. Ballet is known as an art. So they look similar. They do look similar. I'm not gonna lie, they do look similar, but one's on the ice, one is on flat ground. There is a lot of differences when push comes to shove. Slippery, if you have any questions on this, please feel free to ask. They look similar, but I'll be honest with you, as somebody who has taken ballet for 20 years, who does figure skating, completely different muscles, completely different concepts. But I will tell you that some figure skaters do take ballet. They do take ballet as if they're professional levels figure skaters, they do take ballet to kind of increase their like performance and also their athleticism, because again, different muscles, you train different things. Okay. So yeah, this is the dance of the cygnets. Now this is another one that I want to show you guys tonight. This is called the dance of the sugar plum fairy, and it's actually really famous. This particular dance is actually really famous. From the eyes of a ballet dancer, it's actually really famous. You learn it as well, but I did not learn it because I was never the sugar plum fairy. I could not be the sugar plum fairy, unfortunately. I wish I could though. So this is from the Royal Opera House. So let me just play this for you guys. If you guys have any questions throughout it, please feel free to send your questions, and then I will answer them in a little bit. Yeah. So difficult. It's a very difficult part here, and I'm just gonna be like, oh my gosh. Okay, take a look at this part, guys. This leg. so this is called Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy. It's from the Nutcracker. If you guys have ever seen or actually heard this music, it's actually very familiar music or very familiar classical music piece to 80% of people. I'm not sure if it's familiar to you guys, but I'm humoring you guys right now. This is something new for you guys. This is something new for you guys. So next, been touch your neck, Kiara. It's not well. We're just gonna say it's not well. It's not. There's been a lot of neck cracking in terms of my neck. I wish it was better, but it's okay. I just need my chiropractor, and it's like you might hear a few cracks here and there. Two pain points in this particular dance. The opening part is actually okay. It's actually okay. This part is actually pretty straightforward in terms of ballet steps. This part is not. This part is not. Because here's the thing of how she does this. You have to jump up in the air. And while you're in the air, let me show you this. These two legs have to spin twice. They have to do like double spins. They have to like coupe, like they have to like basically go in and out of your legs twice. This is the most difficult step that quite a number of dancers will learn. And it is one of the more difficult ones. Usually, this is the Royal Ballet, so they have a tendency to go a bit harder. If I were to do this variation, I'd probably be doing this with like a pas de chat, which is like a cat jump. So instead of this particular jump, because I cannot do this particular jump, I have never developed this ability to do this particular jump, because it involves so much athleticism. It involves so much attention to detail and so much technique on the dancer's ability to actually pull this off. It looks so tiny. It looks so simple, and everyone's like, it seems easy enough. Even I can do it. Yeah, have you ever tried to jump? Like, I would tell you guys, if the easiest way for me to explain this right now is to jump and then basically move your legs twice, like shake your legs twice when you jump. Let's see how difficult that is, because it involves so much coordination, and your legs have to do it together. So it's like you have to jump and then your legs have to do it together. So it's actually one of the more difficult elements of this. Most some dancers a little bit more, they will do a little bit less. Like they will not do as much like this far, because it can get very difficult for the dancer, and they will change the step a little bit. So, but this is the Royal Ballet, so they have actually done a more complicated part. The other pain point is here when she's doing these turns. Like when she's doing these turns, guys, this ain't easy, because one thing about ballet dancing is that when you're turning, you're spotting. So your head is like spotting a location, and you're just flipping it. You're flipping your neck, and you're basically spotting one location. No, she has to change her spot every single time she moves, which is not an easy thing for even most dancers to do. I have done it a few times as well, but it is just, you get dizzy. I'm gonna tell you this right now, you get dizzy unless you are very, very familiar. Unless you're very familiar, like with your air location, you get silly dizzy. And I've gotten really dizzy in these things before. The step itself is not a particularly difficult step. It's the spotting. It's the technique. It's the head that has to keep going left, right, center, anywhere. And she has to make sure that she has the spot in the right part, because at the end of it, you can kind of see like she is spotting at the ground of all places, and then after that, she's like she's getting there, and it's like she has to end it, and she has to end it like that. Like she has to end it like that, and she can't look like she has just been through pure and sheer amounts of dizziness. Because if she looks like that, then there is an issue there, because like the audience will absolutely notice when you're dizzy. So she's not allowed to get dizzy. Hi, Shadow. Hi. How are you today? We're watching a bit of ballet, so if you want to comment on ballet, please feel free to. If you want to suggest a ballet, or if you have questions about like ballet and dance in general, please feel free to ask your questions. I will do my best. I have 20 years of dance behind me, which involves ballet, contemporary, jazz, and hip hop. So I will do my best to answer your questions. How are you, Shadow? Okay, so yes, that is that is a big pain point here. Like you have to be so careful with your spotting here. The opening of this not that bad, not that bad. It's like the middle part and then the end part. That's always to most dancers it's very difficult because we're always trying to get this technique, and I always have an issue pointing. So there might be a time when I get a 3D model, or if I'm ever willing to do this, I will dance these out for you guys, and I'll show you guys like where's the pain point. Interesting thing though. Let me show you something. At the beginning. Okay, hold on. Okay, let me try and get it. Let me try and get it. Where is it? Okay. Here we go. Nope, it's not here. I'm good, legit know nothing, so it'll be good to know. Yeah. I feel like it's good to educate people on dance and ballet in general. I know you guys don't come in to do education, but I just feel like it's important. It's important for you guys to learn a bit of ballet, especially for most of us who don't like, who are like, oh, it's pretty, but then like there's a lot that goes into every single step here, and it's very not the easiest thing in the world. I'm just gonna say this right now. It's very not the easiest thing in the world. So that is important for that. And one thing that is very interesting though about her specifically, let me see who's the dancer. Lauren Cuthbertson. Okay, I don't know who this is actually. I don't know who this is. But some of the higher ranked ballerinas will make this variation harder, and then you'd be like in pain, like trying to learn, trying to figure out how they can actually do this without doing like much, without making it look ridiculously difficult. Okay, the other one that I kind of want to show you guys tonight, at least just for the last one, this is called the variation of Kitri. And I will say that Kitri is actually my favorite character to play in ballet. I struggle with her because she's so high, but she's the character that I learn the most variations of, and I play the most of the character because she's flirty, she's fun, she's great. She's a lot of she's a lot of she's a lot, but she's a lot of like she's great. How hard can it be? Very much. So we're gonna compare here. There's three dancers. There's three dancers who are doing the variation of Kitri, and and these guys are big. So this is Natalia Osipova. I do believe this is what is that? Wait. Svetlana Zakharova. Svetlana Zakharova is known as the ballerina, the prima ballerina. She's known as the best ballet dancer of her generation. So you're gonna see that, and then you have Marianela Nunes, who is all like these three are considered some of the best of their generation. So you're gonna see how difficult like each one of them do, and how they change the dances. And I'm gonna show you guys. Okay, so okay. So this is Natalia Osipova. She goes fast. There we go. Look at this. Look at this. She has to travel with every step, and she's turning. So this is Natalia Osipova. Natalia Osipova is ridiculously known for that, being very, very precise. And with Kitri, one of the most, you think that it's ridiculously easy because they're going fast, and this is only a minute-long variation. One of the shortest variations we've seen. It does not, but it involves so much control. It involves so much control just because of how quickly she has to go through every single step. She has to, not only that she has to nail every single step, she has to go through it very quickly and with the most like needle point precision. There's a risk for ankle break right there. Absolutely. Actually, there's a risk of ankle break every time we put on point shoes. So that's the biggest thing about Kitri specifically. Kitri is ridiculously known for fast. Her story is that she's flirty, she's fun, she's a lot of energy. So when you play Kitri, you have to be fast. You have to be thinking fast, precise, fun. And your character that you're playing, especially with like facial reactions, later on we'll see some of the others having better facial reactions in this. Like especially later, and I don't know if we have those here, but I will show you Alicia Novikova, who is my favorite ballet dancer and the one that I did my Kitri over. She is fun. She is a lot. I feel like she embodies Kitri the best for me. But yeah, she has to go fast. And this particular jump here, I'm just gonna show you guys this. This particular jump here is called what? I'm not sure what the full extent of the name is, but it's called C jump. She has to put a nail in every step. She has to nail every step. She cannot mess up. Because this is so fast. If she messes up one step, she messes up the entire routine. This is called C jump. It basically involves jumping and then your leg has to go at the back and it has to hit your head. Majority dancers can't do that. I cannot do that. Even though I've trained for so long. It's very difficult to do. And it involves so much flexibility and control. Okay. We're gonna see. This is Mariana Nunes, and you'll see the steps becoming different. So let me show you. She's a bit slow. There we go. She's playing a lot of facial expressions. There. You gotta love her. Marianela is ridiculously known for being a good actress in the world of ballet, and you see her face. She's like attacking it. She's like, huh! How dare they? Like she has the very Kitri personality down. Her steps are arguably not as fast as Osipova, but she is still doing needle precision. Like especially this part, she's actually looking at all of her audiences. She's actually looking at everyone there, and she's actually going, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm the best, totally. Like, and with Kitri, she has that kind of confidence. You have to be very confident to play Kitri, and that's an issue that even when I was playing Kitri, I did struggle a little bit of. Even though she's my favorite character, and you realize that her steps are really not as fast, or arguably in terms of difficulty, she's not as there as Osipova, but she's definitely there in the reactions. She made it her own. So all these characters that you see right now in like Don Quixote and Swan Lake, obviously Nutcracker, they've been danced for by thousands of ballerinas worldwide, and they do continue to be danced by, actually should be hundreds, I should not be in the thousands. But every single ballerina, the issue with learning all these characters is that you have to make them your own. And if you cannot make them your own, that kind of puts you in a very disadvantage, because some ballerinas are ridiculously known for certain characters, but at the same time, just because you're ridiculously known for a certain character doesn't mean that you cannot play every character out there. You must be able to play every character that's given to you, regardless of how intricate or how like nuanced their stuff is. Like, for example, Odette in Swan Lake and Odile. You have to go from very sweet, very loving Swan to I hate you. And that is like, you have to flip a switch almost instantly. With Kitri, you're gonna have to play off her flirty, her funness, and you're gonna have to play off this. You cannot make any step look difficult, Just because if you make any step look difficult with key tree, despite the fastness of how fast key tree's variations go, yeah, people are gonna catch on. People are gonna catch on. That's the whole point of key tree herself. Okay, we're gonna look at Slavana Zakharova, who is known, by the way, as the best ballerina in the industry, like in her generation. She's retired now, but she was known as the best ballerina of her generation. So let's see this. So you can see how old it is. Those lines. She emphasized those steps like it was hers. Okay, Slavana, you can kind of see why she's known as the goat of ballet. Because look at how she emphasized her steps. She's playing! She's playing with those steps. My voice is oh my god, what is up with my mic? What is up with my mic today? What is up with my mic, period? I mean, you know I'm maxed out on my speaker, and I don't even know how I'm still that soft. Okay, a little bit of comment. Hi Naru. Yeah, they hurt looking at that. They should hurt. Honestly, they do hurt. Savannah has a tendency to have the most. She's considered the perfect ballerina because 1, lines. 2, face. 3, she has that technique, and you can kind of see she's playing with it. This is easy for her. Yeah, like she just is like tappy tap. Okay, I'm good. And you can see how even in this case, let me show you the. She's emphasizing this part. She's holding just a right amount, and then just pushing at the right steps to emphasize the correct steps and push, and like the rest of the steps, yeah, she's just going through it. But every single step, you can kind of see her ability, her precision in this. Without even having to look at, we're not ever having to look at it, and you know the video quality is bad because it's been a while since she's actually danced. But you can kind of see her expression. She's purposely emphasizing those steps, like that hand movement over there. She's going for it, and I love this particular cute little thing where she's like basically tapping the floor. She's like, "Yep, tapping, tappy." This is something that the other two don't do, and it requires so much knowing of the character to be like, "Yep, I'm just gonna tappy tap here," because here's the thing. As a ballerina, you are actually allowed to change certain steps. Not every step, like the C jump is a must for key tree. But every other, like most other steps, you are allowed to change it. You're allowed to move it so that you can move it to like your preference. Like you can change that. Maybe I want to make this easier here. Maybe I want to add a certain step here. Maybe I want to emphasize this particular step. And that's the important thing. If you cannot make it yours and you're just going through the steps, you're basically like, imagine you're doing a ballet and your face is like, that's not much of a ballet now, is it? That's not much of a ballet now, is it? You need to be like, oh, like your face must be the main key of the audience, and then your moves come after, because you, as a ballerina, you are also an actor. You must also remember that you're an actor as well as a dancer. You are telling the story. Like, so you're telling the story from your perspective, and look at how three different dancers, same dance, different level of steps. Some easier, some more difficult, but all of them have made this particular variation theirs. You can kind of see how each person has made their own personal flair in this, and they've made this theirs. So that's very interesting about each of these dancers. I feel like when you're looking at dance, especially, you really want to push, you really want to try to get that emphasis in. And particularly with key tree, and with so many different difficult steps, like with this particular one, look at it. Her leg is up there. Her leg is up there. It's 180 degrees. And you have to push. That's flexibility right now. You have flexibility, you have speed, you have strength, you have technique. Everything needs to come into play. Not to say that a lot of others don't, but particularly with Kitri, it is everything. With Swan Lake and Odette and Odile, it's Odile is more acting, Odette is more lines and beauty. So you later on, as we continue on this series of looking through the dance, like looking through dancing and looking through ballet, you are going to see a lot more of this. So we're going to see, I'm planning to do like a different ballet every single weekend. We're going to assess the variations from that. And you're going to see how each different ballet has different requirements of the dancer. And some dancers don't necessarily, they're not capable. It's not that they're not capable of doing different dances, all the dances, they are. But you can kind of see the difference when a dancer is very comfortable with the role that they're in, as opposed to a dancer that's not comfortable with the role that they're in. Hi, Wolf! So you can kind of see that. Like when certain things, I'm going to show you one more, but this is Alicia Novikova. She is beautiful. Tree variation. She is my hero. She's perfect, in my opinion. And because I feel like her Kitri is one of the best out there. And I'm going to show you that hers one more time. So like this is the last one that we're going to watch tonight. So okay. Alright, take a look at this. She's pushing gravity. Okay, she did mess up the turns at the end there where she kind of fell off her turn, but you guys can kind of see where I'm coming from in terms of why I really enjoy Alicia's particular interpretation of Kitri. She's from the Mariinsky Ballet. By the way, this is the Russian ballet. They're known as Kirov right now, Kirov Ballet. And I think when she was doing this, she was only a first soloist, which is one step down below principal. And you can kind of see, even though the quality of the video is not that good, you see that she's actually she's goading them. Like, I love her interpretation just because she goads every single character out there. Like, she's such a playful little Kitri. Kitri is very flirty, but she's usually not that playful. And she embodies a very different version of Kitri, which is very playful. And I feel like that's amazing for her, particularly because she every time she does this little lip thing with her mouth, she's going, oh well. And if you've ever seen the full version of Donko Shot, which is actually online, you can actually see her acting. She's really in there. She's in the mindset of Kitri. And this particular scene here, I really love this one. She's like, oh, wait, ah. She's basically, her reaction is, oh, look, ah. Okay, and then proceeds to nail down every step after that. It's these little things that a lot of dancers add on to kind of further emphasize the character, and not just emphasize the character, but show them that, yep, this is mine. How are we all doing? Hi, Wolf. I'm doing well. We're just reacting. So this is kind of where I'm going with a dance here. I will say that and a lot of times you will see the same dancer doing the same movement, the same steps, more or less the same choreography, because these things are centuries old. I'm not kidding when I say centuries old. 1700s-ish, 1800s-ish. Sometimes there's not much variation that you can do from the ballet itself. But how can you make it yours? Every ballerina has been able to make it theirs because they can actually change their facial expressions. They change the steps just by a little bit, emphasizing this, removing that, and adding on to that. she did mess up here. I will just say that she did mess up here. Like she fell off her turns. That's you will see it. She fell off her turns, but it's okay because in most ballets you more or less can see mistakes, but it's not about the mistakes because remember they're human too. They can absolutely make mistakes. It's how they just add on to those mistakes. She's like, oh no, I'm falling off a turn, never mind, ha. Like I'm just gonna own that. I'm just gonna own my mistake, and you wouldn't be actually even realizing it if you weren't even looking for it. You wouldn't even be realizing like that she fell off her turns if you weren't even looking for it. I was looking. I was not even looking for it. I realized it because of the fact that I've danced for a good chunk of time. But if you were just looking at it from an audience perspective, you would not even realize that she fell off her turns. But yeah, so thank you guys for humoring me for 45 minutes of ballet. We will now return to our scheduled sponsored stream. um yeah, I hope that was very I hope that was insightful for you guys. I hope that was educational for you guys. If you guys have any further questions on like dance or ballet in general, I'm always happy to answer your questions, as long as I kind of can answer them. Because if you ask me what's the difference between like I don't know, ballet and like football, I would just be huh, why are you comparing ballet to football? That's a very interesting concept. I've never played football, so I wouldn't be able to tell you what's the difference. But if you're like saying, oh yeah, how is ballet different from contemporary, or like what are we looking at in terms of shoes, or what is like the outfits looking like, I can probably tell you a fair bit about how these things work. I will say that in the future we'll be doing a lot more of these as well. I hope you guys don't mind. I hope you guys don't mind actually that we'll be doing a lot more of these little react and learning streams together, because I really want to. I feel like this is one of the more different content that we're gonna be doing as we are, how to say, as we move to the 2.0. I know it's not gonna be everyone's cup of tea. I'm aware that it's not gonna be everyone's cup of tea, but I hope you guys will at least sit here and learn something from it, and at least like be able to like, I would say, appreciate the dance and the art form a lot more from just watching and listening to me comment a little bit about how they dance and how, you know, performing artists do this. Yep. Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm a little bit boring. I'm sorry if this is boring for you guys. Or this is something that you guys don't want to be watching. I hope it's at least, I hope it's something you guys want to be watching. I hope it is. Yeah. Yeah, chat. A little bit of reassurance will go a long way here. Okay. Okay. Steam. Let me go to Steam. The only ballerina is I don't mind learning more. Yay! Thank you. I was very nervous. Yes. I'm trying to like. I know it's difficult. Like I know like you don't go into a stream just to get educational stuff. Thank you for the follow, Johnny Tyrant VT. Hello. I know you don't come onto a stream just to learn about ballet, like just to get educational stuff out of it, but I at least hope that you do. Yeah, you'll find it's education. Hi, educational actually. Yeah, so I'm trying, guys. I'm trying to make it as educational as possible. I'm trying to like teach you guys because I feel like ballet is such an underrated art form in this world. And I feel like it's important that we kind of learn a little bit about, like, especially knowing ballet and its 300-year-long history. 300 years, I'm not kidding. 300-year-long history. It's important for us to at least have a little bit of history on it. But, and then, like, I hope you guys, like, what I hope is that after this, you guys actually go and do a little bit more research of your own, and then you start asking questions. It an opera. Yeah. It's a very educational side of things, and I know that it's definitely not the regular content that you guys see with me on Twitch, but like it's educational. You learn all sorts of random stuff, and I feel like nobody has ever gone on Twitch and really just put up ballet and tell you guys, okay, so this is how it goes. Like this is how the steps go. Like I have a goal one day to kind of like to kind of like go into a ballet studio and stream from the ballet studio. And I want to be like, I hope to stream it for you guys. I hope to show you guys sometimes what ballerinas do on a daily basis, kind of thing, and how we train like certain parts of our body. It's not 100%, of course. Everybody trains differently, but this is where my passion lies. This is where my passion lies. I really like with this model and everything like that. I've always wanted to teach people a bit about ballet, because I'm just gonna be very honest with you guys. Ballet is something that sometimes you go to an opera house, and it really makes me upset, because you go to an opera house, and suddenly there's like the house is not full, and then you go to like a K-pop concert, and then the house is full, and it's like, why can't we have that with ballet? Is it really that difficult? Like, why do people not want to go see the ballet? The ballet is beautiful. It's amazing. I'm like, why do people not want to learn more about it, and why do people not want to like watch it? And it came like, I was like wondering that, and I was like, oh, it's because people are like, one, people don't really know much about it, or rather or people think like it's a bougie thing, like it's something for the upper class people to go to, you know. And I'm here to tell you that it's not. It's not for upper class people. It's not a bougie thing. I grew up in a pretty poor family, and I did ballet. It's not really about being bougie or anything like that. And I want to bring like ballet to everybody, because then I can tell you that like, I hope that after like learning this with me and talking a little bit more about ballet, you guys go and seek it out yourself. Go and book a ticket to your local opera house to watch a ballet, to kind of learn about it. And you can be like, oh yeah, that VTuber online, Kiara Fordell, she said something about like this particular step being really difficult, or she said about this step being like really frustrating. Yeah, I want you guys to do that. It is something like that's really passionate with me. It really resonates in my heart, and I feel like every single VTuber goes into VTubing with a goal in mind. My goal is to bring ballet to everyone, not just the people around me, but everyone. So we'll be doing occasionally like this sort of react videos. If there is anything that you guys want to learn specifically from ballet, please let me know. I will be bringing up a new channel, and I will be talking a little bit more about like, if you guys want me to watch videos or teach you guys a little bit more about the videos, I'm happy to do that. Like, like, what's the point of me being a ballerina for 20 years if I'm not able to share it, right? I'm not able to share my knowledge. Okay, I am trying to get the game up. I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm gonna try it. Johnny, do you really enjoy learning that much? Okay, okay, hold on a second. Let me get the game up. I will try and sign over a little bit. Where is my game? Game capture, please. Okay. There is my. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, so this is actually a sponsored stream as well. So we are playing some Upper Terrain, the Post Office of Farewells. I have never played this game. Supposedly it's I don't how do I explain this? You know, I'm just gonna read the store page. I'm just gonna read the store page. Great, like, this is great, guys. This is a smart thing of me. So it is basically a very visual novel. Sorry, I almost said dating sim, but it's not. It's a visual novel game, and it is by Studio Elan. It's a very indie game. And so yeah, we're gonna play this. It is on Steam. It is on Steam right now for $21 in my country, but I think it should be 4 or 5 in USD. Yeah, let's start. I don't know if there's any voice acting in this. I will try to get voice acting for this, but yeah. It is a very short game. It is a relatively short game. But we are not gonna do the whole game. We're just gonna do a teaser for you guys. Far from the hustle and bustle of the capital of Alchemica lies a small coastal village by the name of Vitae. In the mornings, those who live near Erfurt residences are woken by the scent of fresh bread being baked and cloth being spun, magic imbued within every creation. Throughout the day, Seaborn work tirelessly, the hammering of nails and sawing of wood being telltale signs of their presence. Though few find it in number, you can seemingly find one just about anywhere you go. As the sun sinks low, the sparkling mounds make themselves. I forgot to change the category. Yeah, there's no. Whoops. There is no game for this. We're just gonna stay just chatting. I don't know what to change the category to. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what to change the category to. The quiet humming of their devices, serving as a familiar ambience, as well as a promise that tomorrow will awaken to some new manner of convenience or innovation. Though whether it lasts to the following sunset is always an uncertainty. Games and demo. I do not know. There we go. Thank you, Iris. However, on the far eastern outskirts of the village, there lies a place that seldom makes a sound. A gargantuan tree, climbing so high into the heavens that the clouds hide its canopy from view. And at its base, Morton Post, a modest little post office the Gale kind call their home. So cute. This is so cute, guys. Okay, so Morton Post, the village of Vitae. The chime of the small bell tied to the entrance rings out for the empty building, just as it had done for the past 20 days. Oh my gosh, the characters look so beautiful. And just as they had done the past 20 days, two sets of footsteps soon follow after, belonging to a young Seaborn girl and the botanist who, until moments ago, was tending to the tree's exterior. While the scent of wood is overpowering to most on their first visit, the girl seems to struggle with it even after several weeks of daily check-ins. The office being situated in a tree's interior makes it inescapable, with no windows they can open to mitigate it. Winter, hello! It's okay. You missed the best part. I was teaching ballet. Guys, can you give me 2 minutes? I am sweating through my ass. I need to turn on the air conditioning. Give me a moment. What's the game name? I can't find it in Steam. It's called Upwards Rain. Hold on. Sorry, I messed up the. Oh my god. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Iris, check the stream name. I messed up. I totally messed up. Yes, that's the Steam game name. That is the Steam game name. Sorry, I messed up the Steam game. My gosh, I feel like they're gonna kill me for this. No, I missed ballet classes. Watch the VOD later. Okay.
Rain, you're on shift today. We've got a visitor.
So the back doors conceal much. They can't disguise the fluttering and tumbling as flight of the courier clumsily barrels forth and eventually opening the door was slammed.
Hi! Hello! I'm here!
Good morning. I was half worried you'd still be in bed.
Nope. Wide awake. Just like every other day.
The guy sounds fruity, not gonna lie, right?
Of course,
right?
of course.
He sounds so
And
fruity.
you simply didn't hear the bell ring since you were too engrossed in your morning duties, I trust?
Well, you know, courier's work is never done.
He sounds so
All too
fruity,
true.
it's great.
He fell for it again. Missouri is so easy to trick.
Anyway, I'll leave the both of you to it. There's still some branches that need trimming out front, and I'd like that sorted before the day's deliveries.
With a wave, Mizore makes their leave, with the chime of a bell above the door marking the end of conversation and the start of Rain's current task. She finally returns to Mortem Post's guest, her smile instinctively dropping as she does so.
Oh, it's her again. I've only had front desk duty a few times the past little while, but it's always gone the same way. Her name is Mila. She's expecting a letter. I say what the protocol tells me to say, and tell her that no, it hasn't arrived yet. She leaves the post office looking super sad, which makes me feel sad too.
The little courier shakes the thoughts from her mind, a stray feather or two coming loose and floating away in the process. Once the ruffling stops, a smile returns to her face.
It's okay. Just stick to the script, Rain. Word for word. Kale will get mad if you don't.
This is so interesting. Gaming, Mia! Mia! This reminds me of Jiaochu. I don't know who's the voice.
Hello, welcome to Mortem Post. What's your business with us today, miss?
Ah! Hi, Nia. How are you?
I think a letter from my friend should have arrived by now. It hasn't been delivered yet, though.
I see. Can I get your name?
It's Mila.
Rain dips two of her wing feathers in ink and scribbles down date and Mila's name on the list they keep behind the desk. She wonders how helpful this rule can be as she wipes the remaining ink off with a nearby rag. When the entire page is filled with nothing but Mila's name.
Okay, I've got your name written down. We'll look into it as soon as we're able, but unfortunately, if
It's
it
been a
hasn't
while since I've
arrived
been able
at
to catch
this
stream.
time,
Yeah, I
there's
haven't
a
been
chance you
streaming.
haven't gotten it in
I've
yet.
only been back to streaming, I think, 2 weeks. So it's
Are
like
you
it's
sure?
it's one of those
You
things where
can't
it's like,
check in the back
I
just in
burned out.
case?
It's okay.
It's been
I
a long
burned out.
time.
It's okay.
This part is always the hardest. I can't.
Aww.
I know. I shouldn't.
The girl goes off script, turning away to hide the tears starting to well in her eyes before she says goodbye. Have
I'm
you been
sorry
streaming,
for
by the way,
bothering
Nia?
you. I won't come back tomorrow. Promise.
Is she crying? I know she's always been sad about it, but this feels way worse.
Something in Rain feels heavy, as if she had somehow swallowed a paperweight, tying up and twisting her insides before settling in her heart. Sorry guys, I am in pain from my mouth. So I'm just gonna leave you guys and let you guys read this because I'm in pain. My mouth hurts. My mouth hurts. I've been yapping for an hour and a half. My mouth hurts.
Wait!
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna ask something, but you can never, ever
Yeah,
tell
have you been
anyone I
streaming,
said
by the way?
anything,
I haven't caught
okay?
a stream in a while.
Okay.
The rules say I can't go back and check for you, but
Oh my god,
you
she's
went
smart.
back and checked for you.
Aren't there any rules about letting me back there? We wouldn't be
this is
whispering
smart. She's
right
very
now
smart.
if there wasn't, right?
Ah, she's good. Well, even if there is, it'll only be for a little bit. We just gotta be quick and quiet. And if I'm going to break one rule, I at least want it to be the one where
That's
she
so
gets
cool
to
though.
see
Like
it
she
for
just
herself.
broke a rule for her.
Eh?
If it won't get you in trouble.
It won't! We'll be super sneaky and be back here before you know it.
You're Rain, right? That's what Mizore called you earlier.
Yeah, and you're Mila.
Aww.
Thank you, Rain.
No problem. Let's get moving.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Okay, yeah, sorry. I should let you guys read. Oh my goodness, this looks huge. This looks huge. This place looks huge. Sorry guys, if I'm turning quiet, my mouth is actually starting to hurt. I'm okay. I'll live through it. I promise you guys, I'll live through it. My tooth is starting to hurt. But it's okay. I still plan on going for at least half an hour. We got this. We got this. To be a courier, the ground floor.
Welcome to Mortem Post.
It's
Again.
if you swap these two, it's post-mortem.
It's... Wow.
What in the world is that implying here?
I know! It's the best place in the whole world!
How high up does it go?
I asked Grandma the same thing once. She's the postmaster, but even she didn't know. So I guess the answer is just,
Oh. How do you avoid getting lost in a place so big?
well, the world outside the tree is bigger. How do you avoid getting lost out there?
How true.
Well, don't worry. I know this place like the back of my wing.
Okay.
I'm
I'll
looking
follow
at my
you
friends
as
out
best
here
I
as well.
can.
They're playing games. I'm like,
Please don't
dude.
I know you Seaborn can't fly with those noodle arms. It's fine. Anyway, let's get going then. We'll find your cubby in no time.
Imagine if she actually got there and she actually found a cubby. Like, imagine if she actually goes
All
there
of
and she
the
actually
envelopes
finds
are
a
really
letter for her
colorful
and it's like,
compared to
you've
the
been
usual
lying
mailing.
there?
Yep. Grandma says she thinks it's so the letters stand out more and don't get lost.
She thinks...
If she doesn't know for sure, then a real answer just doesn't exist. She knows everything there is to know about this place.
Isn't it kind of scary to work at a place?
Nah, I think...
Guys, how come no one has redeemed hydrate? The entire night. Oof, gosh, I should hydrate. I've been yapping for an hour and a half. Okay.
It's
Oh, there's
empty.
nothing.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
There's nothing. Oh no, she's crying.
Oh no.
She's crying.
I'm sorry.
What for? It's not your fault that nothing's
Aw,
there.
Poor Mila. Poor Mila, she's crying.
Mom told me that
Maybe,
Dandelion
like, you
wasn't
can't
going
fly.
to send me anything, and
Well,
I needed to
she
stop
is a
bothering
seaboard.
the post office workers. I lied and said I was going out to play instead.
Her mom said her friend wouldn't have anything to tell her? Why would she say something like that? Just because it's been a long time?
No, I don't think so. She said the same thing at the start, too.
That's so cruel. Were you and Dandelion?
Yeah,
Aw,
Andy
she's
and
waiting
I
for her
did
best
everything
friend to
together.
send her a letter.
she was my best friend. I thought I was hers, too, but she would have said something
Unless
by
she's
now.
not dead. I'm
Would
joking.
she?
I just saw
sure she
post-mortem
cared
and I
about
was
you
like,
a
oh
ton.
yeah, this
Please
is
don't cry.
post-mortem, guys.
Sometimes
There is
things
no way
just
this
take
is,
a while
you
to find
cannot
their way out of the
convince me
office.
this is not
Dandelion's
post-mortem.
letter must be around here somewhere.
1 second, sorry.
Mom said they usually...
Yeah, well, are you gonna listen to your mom or someone who works here? What's she know?
Wait.
I know somewhere else we can...
Really? And you think it'll be there?
For sure! But we've gotta grab...
Okay. Oh, this is cute.
Ta-da! Holmes!
You live
Wait,
in the
she lives in the
post
post office? Okay.
Of course! All of us do. The mail never
Well,
stops,
imagine
so
having
neither can we.
A full shop though. Like imagine having a full shop though, like that you literally cannot get out of 24 hours.
couriers are
Guys,
really
guys,
cool.
tell me. Would you be willing
The
to go
coolest
for a
ever.
24-hour-long job?
Oh, well, let's
Would you
get
be
looking
willing
before
to go
someone
for a
shows
job
up.
where you have to work
We should find a cloak
24/7?
first.
That sounds
I
like a
think
pain.
I left one in my
I'm gonna get
laundry
extra.
basket.
So maybe that's not all that good. Maybe that's not all that out there. It's like, oh yeah, what? I feel bad,
laundry
man.
basket.
Like she has to work 24/7.
They're all clean. Don't
I
worry.
work
Hill keeps telling me to
24/7.
fold
I
my
just
clothes
worked
and
through a
put
whole
them away.
Sunday.
But
Never mind. Select a stamp using inspect.
What? You sure like?
oh,
Not really.
The Game Boy's kind of
Mom and I
covering
live
over your
next to
side.
Bell House. Oh, sorry.
Okay, is that better?
Little Earthwood clock craft shop. So we
I need to discuss with my manager or something about how to better mic or something like that. Or I might just cave and get a new streaming mic. Cause for some weird reason, ever since I had the 2.0, my mic's just not been working as well as ever, and it's like I'm maxed out on volume. And yet I can and yet you guys can barely hear me. I might cave and get a better mic. let me text my friend. Let me actually text my friend to see if he has an idea on how to. Hold on. Guys, does anybody have any recommendations on a good mic? Jesus! Does anybody have any recommendations on a good streaming mic? Sarah Ministry. She says, you don't ever have to feel sorry about not being in streams. I am happy whenever you come on the streams, and I'm happy and I'm okay if you have things to do. Please don't ever feel obligated. But I will just say it right now, you make a streamer's day when you're on their stream. You absolutely make a streamer's day when you're on their stream. So that's why we always encourage you guys to come to our streams, because we want to try and make you guys happy, you know? I want to try and make you guys' day. I'm dying for 4 days straight of work. That's not too bad. What? Straight as in 24/7?
Whoa, okay.
The game is just too loud. Oh, okay. No, it's just... Oh my god, I might cave and buy a better mic. Almost 24/7. What? Jesus, what do you work as? What do you work as? 8 a.m. to... Why?
maybe.
Ah!
There it is. Okay, Mila, put it on. The bow is the hardest.
I mix a barista and box mover over guy. Dude, I'm so sorry. There is a large event happening. Oh, okay, so you're barista and then you also move boxes. Okay.
Well, it's a start, but we need to find you.
Do you work with Rain, perhaps?
Your feet are a dead giveaway.
Yeah, for restocks. Iris!
Don't apologize for that.
Iris!
I can't really remember where I left my spare party.
Oh my god. We've already looked here, so let's try this. And usually really heavy to... Jesus, I'm gonna be so respectful to you right now, because honestly, I don't think I could ever move such heavy coffee tables. Oh my gosh, is it on her hat? Okay. Nothing? Okay, so I feel like they're just gonna make us inspect everything. They're just gonna make us inspect everything. But 4 days straight, Jesus, oh my goodness.
No, wait. You can still find it. Don't give up yet.
Fun part, it's 12 a.m., so I'll be working 6.5 hours if I sleep now.
That's what I
Jesus! You're gonna be working 5 days in a row?
Behold, my stamp collection.
Oh wow, this game is loud.
This is where I put all of my favorites.
Glitzy, ask me anything. Okay.
They
Tomorrow will be the last. Okay, okay. At least then you get a bit of rest. Look at me with chat telling me go get some rest. Me, what is rest? Glitzy, what is your question? What is your question?
There! Farting!
Oh, that was lucky.
Wow. You were... Nope. Here, quick. Put
Your
them on.
go-to order of your favorite food at a restaurant. Japanese place. A bowl of soba noodles with soba noodles with tempura shrimp
Super small.
and two plates of salmon nigiri. And that is at any Japanese restaurant. The other, one is one character super loud and the other super quiet. There's no balance. That's a bit annoying for me as well.
Looking. There's more of coal. I don't. Oh, we have a storage room.
Like Rain is super loud,
Are you in your room?
and then Mila's super quiet. I understand that that both of their things is that one is super loud, one is super quiet, but really playing around the mixing would be ideal.
We need to come up with something fast.
Okay.
Wait, no. Wear a cover for me.
What? Ooh, that's nice. Also, are you? See you in December. Yeah, I want to play games. What games do you want to play, Jesus?
How will that help? Just trust me.
I thought I could.
I'm
Worse yet, my job involves standing for almost the end. You know what? I have done a job like that before. It is not fun. It is painful.
like what?
Are you okay, miss? The wind doesn't often.
Aw, the poor thing. Jesus, you got this. I'll be bringing adventure. Yes! I want to see it. But I won't be there, though. That's the problem. I won't be there. A bit of Peak. I am only playing Peak this week. This week will be my first time playing Peak.
A pleasure to meet you.
Yes. Today is my first.
This will be my first time playing Peak. I'm just gonna say this.
Well then.
I heard Moon told me. Yes, I can't wait. Question, does people often go in and out of the convention in CF? Actually, in specifically CF, people have a tendency to lobbycon. They don't even go into the convention because the convention is so huge and there's so many people.
Leaving a new recruit?
Like it's most people like there are a lot of people who just lobbycon. They don't really go in.
A courier.
Like so it's really up to you.
Wow. Good job.
But because
Mila.
the tickets are a bit pricey if you don't want to pay that much.
What? No way. You look totally
Oh
natural.
gosh, I'm gonna get my comments on this game a little bit after this.
Still, yeah, they're being too nice. No way. If Missouri spots you, they're going to take you.
Rain is loud. God, give me strength to feel my legs. Jesus, no, don't sleep. I'm joking. Go to bed. Good night, Jesus. Thank you for coming in.
Helpful. Missouri is really helpful. Listen. Do you think? Sure. So long as they don't know it's for. First of all, you gotta make sure Missouri doesn't.
Okay.
If you showed up without a. Nah. They'd want to know why I lost it. Maybe that worked. When my mom
This is very interesting.
I always try and help her with the laundry so we can take it in quickly. Something like that? Yeah, anything that will get them to agree to. Okay, let's see what we can do then.
Alright, we'll stop here. There's always time to chill in the park or in the mall. That's true. Okay, we'll stop here. Because I feel like I've gotten the gist of the game and that's basically what we're gonna do. I also have community gathering with some MY moods. Let's go! I will not be there. I will mostly be around the area, but I will not be there specifically because of the traffic jam. Okay, let me comment a little bit about it. Iris, you've been watching me for the longest time. What do you think of the game? What do you think of the game? I think it's good. I actually think the whole concept of a visual novel is good. There are a couple things that I would say could change, like in terms of the audio from the people, because I feel like we have Rain, who's ridiculously loud, and then we do have her. We do have Mila, who is ridiculously soft, and then Missouri is a little bit of both. The good game story does look like it has a lot of potential. Maybe a little bit of a slow start, I would say. A little bit of a slow start. Overall, not too bad in terms of the gameplay. It's easy to learn. I would say that it's easy to learn, and I'm grateful that it's easy to learn, because I feel like the more when you wanna play a visual novel story game like this, you don't want to have a very difficult learning curve. Somewhere near the not even near. I'll be at home sleeping. It's not. Getting the ticket is optional. Yeah. But also I'm social anxiety. I have social anxiety, and the whole concept of going into a con with that many people is very panic inducing. Like, I might have a panic attack. I nearly had a panic attack last year. I'm gonna tell you this right now. I nearly had a panic attack last year when I was there. So I do not want to put myself into that situation again, where I'm socially so anxious that I just about have a panic attack. I'm not gonna be anywhere near the location. If you want to meet up, we can DM and we can figure out how to meet up. But I am not gonna be anywhere near the location. Okay. It's not a big learning curve, I would say. It's not a big learning curve, which is great, because if you go into a visual novel game like this and you have a learning curve, it makes it all the more difficult a lot of the times to play a visual novel game. Yeah. So that's just my 2 cents about it. Would I play more of this off stream? Yes. On stream, it is a little bit like I see a lot of potential in it. Maybe I'll play on my YouTube. Let me just go into just chatting for a little bit. Yeah, so I might be doing that a lot more. Let me just think. Oh my gosh, I have announcements. I have a live. I'm a professional in this. I have announcements. I can do announcements, right? I can totally do announcements. Sure, I can totally understand. Kiara. Oh, you are so tired that you are so half in. Okay. Alright. So that was the game today. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you guys have enjoyed every single thing that we were doing today. I'm sorry I would go on a longer stream, but as I stand, around 20 minutes ago, my face started hurting already. So, and then plus we have a collab in Myelda tomorrow, so I'm gonna go rest my face and rest everything else under that sun. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream so far that I've had today. And I hope that you guys have been having a good day. In terms of what am I streaming this week, let me see. What am I streaming this week? Let me check my schedule. Okay. So on Wednesday, my schedule is already out in my Discord, by the way. On Wednesday, we have Nier Automata Part 2, which I'm really excited to play. On Friday, we're gonna be streaming Peak with Gesture, a couple of my friends, and then also I think Moon will be coming in. I'm not sure. I'm opening it to the chat as well if you guys want to play Peak with me. Then on Saturday, we have Honkai Star Rail Part 3. I got class tomorrow. Slippery, it's not tomorrow. It's not tomorrow. Oh, right. It's tomorrow morning. Slippery, what? And then after that, I'm starting to plan my stream for the week after, but we'll see. Because with how I've been having wisdom tooth issues, it's been a lot more difficult for me to plan stuff around that because of the fact that I didn't even know if I was actually even gonna stream this week because of how difficult my wisdom tooth is being. Guys, don't ever go to a public hospital if you want your wisdom tooth out. I'm just gonna tell you this right now. It is a bad idea. They will yank at your teeth 5 times for whatever silly reason. I don't recommend it. I know it sounds silly and I'm being biased, but yeah, last year when I did my wisdom tooth surgery, it was not this difficult. It was not this painful. I was okay within the day itself. Like the second day, I was not even in pain anymore, and now I'm in pain for 7 days. We're gonna go into day 8 by now, and I'm here going, please just make it stop. Just make it stop. Like, just like, for all God's sakes, who was that? Who was the person who thought yanking on a wisdom tooth was such a good idea? Like, I was just there going like, oh God, the old-fashioned way works better. I feel like I've been through the old-fashioned way. Like, come on. I never go to the dentist. But what if you need to get like a scaling though? Like, what if you need to scale, like get a scaling? If you need to like scale your teeth, is that a thing? I do go to the dentist once every 6 months to scale my teeth. I try at least to get a quick scaling in and to get a quick cleaning in, because I don't want plaque to build up in my teeth. Actually, that reminds me, when I go to the dentist this time, I'm gonna ask them to see if they can actually clean out my teeth for me a little bit before, so that I can get a cleaning done this year as well. So yeah, I will say though, I am in sheer amounts of pain. I do not want to get, I'm supposed to get another wisdom tooth out actually 2 weeks from now. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it this year. I'm too traumatized. I don't want to do it again. I do not want to do that again. So I am not about to do this again. I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till next year, and then next year we'll discuss getting my final wisdom tooth out with a private dentist. I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this again. I'm so traumatized. I will never be doing this. Last time I was treated, Iris, go get your teeth cleaned every 6 months, please. I beg of you, scaling is important because you need to get your teeth cleaned every 6 months by the dentist. If not, plaque builds up and you will actually lose your teeth. I'm telling you this right now. But yeah, okay. So, some thoughts on tonight. Thank you guys for coming in tonight. It has been a fun night. It has been a really good night, even though I am not streaming 3 hours like I usually do. Yeah, even though I usually do stream 3 hours, I usually, like, tonight has been, like, I'm not gonna do it tonight just because I'm a little bit tired, and I am trying not to actually kill my teeth before we continue on this. I hope that by the time Wednesday or Thursday rolls around, I will have my two, like, I can come in with good news for you guys, telling you guys, yes, I am fully recovered. I am finally done. It is great. I am grateful. I do not ever want to do this again. And I hope that was gonna be happening. I will remain giving you guys updates on Discord, on my Discord, if let's say that my wisdom tooth gets worse. I do not think it was a dry socket. I literally think it was just trauma from the dentist. Don't think I'll be getting any. I don't think I'll be going for another wisdom tooth extraction anytime soon, just for the sake of my mental health, because I'm not ready for another one. Maybe next year. Yeah, so guys, it's been a good night. It's been a good night for you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream as much as I have had doing the stream for you guys. I'm sorry for the short stream. I'm genuinely sorry for the short stream. Some notes, yeah, so this week we'll have 3 streams, hopefully. And then guys, please, if you guys can, go donate. That donation bar, Swan Treats, is up there. Please go donate to help me pay for, because I am in debt and I'm trying to make ends meet. My ends are not meeting and I don't want to be homeless. So please feel free to consider donating and trying and giving and helping whatever amount that you can. If you cannot, it's okay. If you, let's say they're donating to me, will cause you to not have a job next month or something like that, please don't. Like, it's fine. I will never force a person to donate to me. Rent is paid for reals. I'm in a country where rent does not make sense. I don't earn enough for rent. Streaming helps me pay for rent and a lot of my other things that I have to do, including loans and stuff like that. So yeah, guys, if you can. If you cannot, it's okay, guys. I'll still love you and you're still welcome on my stream, no matter what, okay? I love you guys regardless. Anyways, guys, it's been a night. I hope to see you guys very soon. again, I will see you guys on Thursday for a longer stream. I promise you guys a longer stream, and no more delays in stream. No more delays in stream. Thank you for the awesome stream. No problem. Bye bye. Wait, hold on. I got this. I got this. Wait. Okay. Okay, wait. Bye guys. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. Mwah! Thank you for stream. Yeah, thank you for coming.